Guys, hello, hope everyone is doing great. So today I just want to take you a quick tour in a very historical place which is constructed for commemorating the good works of what the past kings of Ethiopia known as King Menilik II. So let me show you the gate. This is the church. And you can see this one. With this, I can't get this one. የዳ ሚኒሊክ መታሰቢያ ተአካ ነገስተ በአታ ለማርያም ገዳምና ደብረ መንክራት ስዕል ቤተ ኪዳነ ምህረት ቤተ ክርስቲያን. Yeah. So let's get inside. This is a gate. Welcome to Menilik II Memorial Ta'aka Nagsta Beata Lemariam Monastery Museum. This is the poster talks about this museum. Alright. So let's go further and reach to the church. Oh, there is some structure here. Let's see it what it is close up. Oh, this is Jesus Christ and the 12 apostles. Here is the description of this structure here on the gate of this monastery. Oh, it talks about the 12 apostles has been chosen by Jesus Christ as his closest first disciples of what followers, and this is what he has taught them on the mountain, how they have to go to teach and preach the gospels and to declare the kingdom of God on those people who are not Christian. Alright, it's amazing. And on this side of what this well, it talks about the birth of what Jesus Christ from Virgin Saint Mary. Okay, yeah, this is common in the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. Yeah. Yeah, let's go and let me just show you around. It's green. I like this environment. What is it? Look at this tortoise, guys, what it's doing. Oh, let me just turn up and face up. They're, I think, doing some mating. Look at that. It's crazy. Can't believe it. Look at what they're doing. What is that? It's a tortoise. There, what? Did you just tell me something? They're just, I think, doing some sexual activity. Look at this. It's crazy. Wow. Look at it. Look at This too. What is doing? It's crazy, crazy. Oh gosh. It's amazing. So that one over there, what you see, guys, is the 12 apostles. من راهم التمارو. ዜማ ኦኬ ዜማ ማለት ላይክ አላውቀውም አክቹሊ የአቋቋም ትምህርት ምናምን ነው
አቋቋም እንትን ምናምን ገጠር ነው ጎንደር ነው
ኦኬ ጎንደር ነው የተማርከው ሰሞኑን ነው እዚህ የመጣው ኦኬ ጥሩ ነው የቤተ ክርስቲያን ትምህርት ነው የምትማረው አሪፍ ነው ስምህ ማን ይባላል ታዲያ ስምህ ማን ይባላል አይነ ኩሉ ደስ ይላል ስለተገናኘን ደስ ብሎኛል ታንክ ዩ ተክለ ዮሐንስ ይባላል እሺ he's a student learning church education he's from Gondar and he's coming here to study further here his education so the inside of this compound is absolutely beautiful and I like it you know look at this green full of trees wow what a beautiful place it's actually a place where you can get the different treasures of what the church so let's close up and see this church St. Mary Church a church built for memorize King Menelik II who defeated the Italian invasion at the Battle of Adwa in the 1888. Look at how beautiful is this plant. Some red in color flowers. There are a lot of tortoises here, by the way. Look at the other tortoise here. Look at that. Oh, is it eating something? That's the museum where you can see the different significant spiritual instruments, you know. That's like the cross, the different church materials are available on that building. And that's what it says, if you can see the right. You know, on this church, it has 4 gates around. On each 4 gates, there is a monumental structures of what lion. And obviously in the real family and in the history of what Ethiopia, these lions are symbols for the real families of Ethiopia as well as the hero deeds of what Ethiopian people, because Ethiopia is known for maintaining its freedom forever. Even Italy was one of the countries which attempted to colonize and control Ethiopia in the 19th century, as well as for the second time in the 10th century. But that all attempt was impossible because of the hero childs of what Ethiopia. And for that, Ethiopians always use these lions, the black lions, are the symbol of what? Ethiopian heroes. Look at the church here. And this church is built, as I have told you many times, to commemorate and to memorize the big deeds of King Menilik II. And this church was built by his child Empress Zewditu from 1918 to 1927. It's for memorizing the 14th days anniversaries of what? Her dad Menilik II. On the dome, on the tops of what? The church is crowned by King Menilik's crown. But in the remain church, there is no this kind of thing. On the rest churches in the Ethiopian Orthodox Tawahado Church, on the top, those churches are crowned by cross. But here, since it's constructed to memorize King Menilik, the top domes of what the church is crowned by King Menilik's crown. Look at that. How beautiful this is.
Oh,
and there is a
maybe we
symbol
can see this one
on the walls of
the
the
inside
church.
of this
You can
church.
see over there.
There,
It's N,
yeah.
an Amharic
Inside is the tomb,
alphabet
you know, where
letter,
the mass
which is
is
to represent
performed.
Menilik.
Saint Mary
We can say
over
it
there.
M in English.
Wow,
This is to
beautiful.
represent Menilik. It's very beautiful.
Look at this black lion curvature on the gates of this church. It's beautiful. Yeah, this structure, the church structure, is already shows the medieval age technology. You know, look at this black lion, like it's. And the surroundings so beautiful, green, you know, plants, endemic plants. Wow, isn't it beautiful, guys? Look at this, how greenery it is. And this black lion structure represents or symbols the hero fights of what Ethiopians who gave their blood and bones for maintaining the freedom of Ethiopia. This rite talks about who built and when it was built and by whom and the contributions those people doing for the foundations of what this monastery and museum to commemorate King Menelik, as I have told you. Yeah, it talks about that. And there is another rite on the walls. Look at this lion. Let's close up and read that too. There is another rite that talks about the history and the source of what this church. There is an Amharic version. It's a Ge'ez language actually, but this one is English. Let me try to read this one. In commemoration of 𝐻𝐼M Menilik II, this museum, the foundation stone being laid in 1910 Ethiopian calendar, inaugurated in 1920 Ethiopian calendar during the region of 𝐻𝐼M Zewditu, HRM Rastafari Makonnen, the crown prince. All right, yeah, these are the guys who inaugurated this church. Look at this beauty, guys. Wow. Where are you from? Do you speak English maybe? Okay. አትችይም? ኦኬ። ምንድን ነው አሁን የጠየቀኝ? የዶሮ ማንቂያ ልጅ ነህ? ሶ ምንድን ነው አሁን ቤታችሁ ፈረሰ? ሪሊ? እዚህ የዶሮ ማንቂያ ልጅ ነው? ስምህ ማን ነው ታዲያ? ጸጋዬ። እና አሁን ብር ስጠኝ ነው የምትለው? ብር አልያዝኩም አጋጣሚ። ኦፍ ኮርስ የሆነ ነገር ልሰጥ እችላለሁ ግን በቂ ብር አላስኩም ልሽ ላይክ እኔም አጋጣሚ ያስኩት ነገር ትንሽ ነው። ሰው ዝም ብዬ 100 ብር ልስጥሽ እስኪ። ችግር የለውም። እሺ ኦኬ። ምን አሁን አልጋ እየከፈሽ ነው የምትጠቀሚ? ነው ሪሊ? ሱስ ምናምን አለብሽ? እውነት አትቃም? እሺ አታጭስ፣ አትቃም። አዎ ናይስ ጎበዝ። በቃ በርታ፣ ጉድ ላክ ማብሮ። እሺ ያው ቤተክርስቲያን ላይ ሆኜ እንደዚህ ወንድ ልጅ ቢቸግርሽ ነው መቼስ የምትጠይቂ። እሺ አሜን 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 አሜን። Yeah, you know, recently
there is a demolition and displacing people from their residential area. This guy is telling me if it's true or not, but he's telling me that the government demolishes his house and he's looking money for sleeping, you know, getting bed. So he's asking me some help, and I try what I have. That's okay. Yeah, currently there's such kind of problem in Ethiopia. I don't know what this government is doing, and I feel very sorry about these wrong deeds of what Ethiopian government. So this is the church. Look at this beautiful church, guys. Yeah, Ethiopia. It's an amazing country. This is why, actually. This is why I love Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. Do you see? This church built a big church that basically memorizes the good and an amazing works that our king has did and passed. But currently there are some people, I don't know what their problem. They are trying to destroy as enemy this church. A church that gives us a lot of things for this country. A church that gives us the unique things that differentiate Ethiopia from the rest world. Even, do you know that Ethiopia is the only country in Africa having its own alphabet? You know, the writings, an Amharic alphabet. This alphabet is found only in Ethiopia, and this was given to these people by this big church. This church, Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. It seems like I'm here today just to boost and to do some propaganda favor. No, that's not. We have to know the truth, and we have to stand with this church, because this is a history that holds a lot about this country. You know, you can't talk anything about the history of Ethiopia just pushing away the church, the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. It's a church giving a big church. I don't know what to say. You know, the history is kept here. A history is built here to commemorate the great deeds of what King Menilik II, a king known as the king of black people, who lead and, you know, mobilize the Ethiopian people to defend their freedom while Italy was attempting to colonize Ethiopia. The victory we always proudly celebrate, the Battle of Adwa, the victory, you know. So that great deed is constructed and kept here in the church. The church gives such, you know, value and constructs this area, people to visit and discover what this king has did for Ethiopia as well as for the black people, because King Menilik was the first black king that inspires the entire African people who has been under the colonialists to think and understand that it's possible to defend their freedom by their power, by their hand, you know. He was the first king who shows that it's possible to do that in Africa. And from that time onward, most Africans were motivated and began to a resistance movement against colonialists. So this history is kept in the church. I didn't see any other king who did this great thing. Even the nation, the country itself doesn't do that. But the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church did this great thing. And so we have to appreciate, and we have to keep this church as one of your history, the people. The world need to know this. Africans, you have to know this. What this Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church did for Africa as well. You know, I'm not just talking about the religious thing, the speech, the spirit. I'm talking about the great deed and the great works of this church. I told you, the church gives us an alphabetical letter, which is called Amharic. And there is another language which is still used by the church, 𝐻. These all things are a treasure, a history for the country that tells a lot about this country. So we have to work and be with the church when the church is in hard time. Currently, the church is spending a very hard and challenging time because the government is doing some stupid activity. I said it's stupid, yeah, because the government is running to destroy and lost the history this church holds. When we see the activists of what the government is against the church, and we don't want that, we Ethiopians. I'm not talking about the religion. This is our history. This is the great thing that makes Ethiopia different from the rest of the world. So we have to be careful, we Ethiopians. I'm not just doing some propaganda for this church, because it's our history, it's our treasure, This is our identity as Ethiopian. So I'm just thinking that this is history for the country. It concerns me to be worried about the safety and security of this church. That's the message what I want to say. I'm not just doing any propaganda about this church. Look at that. Look at how beautiful this church is, guys. This is also another church. That's the difference you can see here. On the top domes of what this church is crowned by cross, but if you see this one, this is crowned by the crowns of King Menilik. That's the difference, and that's what I just trying to tell you. Since this one is built and constructed basically to commemorate the great deed that King Menilik has pride for the country Ethiopia, as well as for the entire black people, the continent Africa. That's why it's on the top domes of what the church is crowned by the crowns of King Menilik. You can see that. But this one, it's not like that. You can see it's cross on the top. And if you see this church structure, it's the medieval age construction technology, and I like that, and I appreciate that construction style. Look at, it's the medieval age technology is applied on the construction of this church. So this is an amazing church. It plays a great role in the building of this nation, Ethiopia. Even the great writers and poets of the country are coming out from this church. So this is why I said again and again, this church is history for this country, and everyone should have a concern about the security and safety of this great church, Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. God be with us anyways. Wow. I like this environment. Everywhere you go, of course, in Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, you can get these kinds of tree around. And it's the coolest place to listen yourself and to worship. Look at this. Wow. You become speechless, to talk about the beauty. Look at around. Super beautiful, absolutely. Look at the lions on each gate. On the 4 gates of this church, there is a monumental structure of black lion, a symbol taken as symbols of what Ethiopian people, as well as the real families of Ethiopia. Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. What do you say? What are you asking
Take me a picture, like my phone is.
Oh, you wanna have a picture?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Get
but
it.
I don't have my phone. Like it's. I mean.
So
this
maybe-
date. Can you send me like?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, I mean, like you'll give me your contact and I can share you that. Sure. Yeah, you're asking me to have to take a picture. Let's do that. I can just send you even the video. Really? Yeah. It's nice. It's pretty nice. Are you okay? So.
I'll give you my number.
All right. Look at this neighborhood. It's super beautiful. The girl asking me to have a picture, I did that, and I'll just send her. Look at how beautiful this place is. Look at the views of this church. On the top dome, King Menelik's crown. Woo! Absolutely beautiful. Look at around. Super beautiful and cool. With nature, with some endemic Ethiopian plants and sets for the preach. Look at this one. You can sit here, you know, it's a set for the preach. It's a green area for the worshippers. Look at how beautiful is this area, guys. Oh, I have to go that and catch that tortoise. Let's go and catch that tortoise there. It's the tortoise moving. Look at this. Oh, it's walking little. It's an example for its slow walking, you know. Look at that. Oh, crazy. Could I maybe catch his face?
He's coming towards me.
Maybe I touch it. Touch. It's nice. So this is a church, you see? Now, this the designs of what the church, and that's what we have seen over there. On the top, crowns of King Menilik. Look at it. Wow. It's beautiful. So guys, I spent a nice time touring around and seeing the great deeds of what Ethiopians, especially the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, I salute. I love this great work and I appreciate, and this should be every Ethiopian's concern, to keep the security and the continuity of this church. And I'm almost on the way to go out. And see you another time. Thank you very much for watching this video. And don't forget always to share, like, subscribe, as well as giving thumbs up for this video. Because if you did that, that's how this YouTube algorithm works. And that's very helpful thing you can do for me. I love you. Bye.